Howdy up. Today is March 2nd. Got the whole family out here. My dad has his drone out, so messing around with that and getting some aerial footage of the farm, which is pretty cool.
Don't overload your wagon.
Yeah. It's a tough little wagon, though. We put it through a lot.
I might just leave that one out.
Leave it out. Got the trailer unloaded. Wasn't too bad. It went pretty quick, really. But now I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of work on this coop. First things first is I'm going to take out that roost bar. Howdy y'all. Today is March 3rd. Beautiful, sunny out. I actually just stole this roost bar from the rooster's coop because I needed 4 6-foot boards, because today I'm going to start building another mobile coop. I think this takes me up to 6. I've kind of lost track, but we're gonna go ahead and get started on that today. So I build these coops to fit on a trailer. One, it's really the only flat space on the farm minus the second story of the barn, and the trailer is just really nice and easy to work with. I make the coops able to fit on here, so it's just a simple wooden base. It's a 10 by 6. Nothing too fancy. The roost bars actually I took out of the coops because I'm going to redo all the roost bars anyway, so they had to go. So it was perfect size for that, but they're a little chickeny looking. So this will be pretty easy to pop together here. The bases are pretty simple. You can kind of see all it is a rectangle stacked on top of another rectangle, and then from there on it's just a little bit of PVC wrapped around. Let me show you in here. So it's pretty simple to put together. The one I'm building today is going to be for meat birds, so I don't know if I'm going to bother putting in nesting boxes or anything like that. I can't remember if I told you guys or not, but I guess I did just spoil it a little bit if I hadn't told you yet. But I do plan on doing some meat birds this year, so probably somewhere around 100. I'll do 3 batches, just kind of test the water, see what the market looks like. So for this coop, I'm using screws. I really like these. These sink in really good, hold really well, but it is way slower. All the other coops I used a nail gun. Personally, if I had the nail gun, I'd be using that right now, but I don't. So just screwing it in. We'll see if there's any benefits to using screws. The only thing I could see is maybe it would hold better, especially when you're pulling, moving, turning coops. Maybe a nail will wiggle out faster than a screw. So far all the other coops are holding up just fine, but just one thing I'm doing a little different on this coop. It just takes longer. So the 2 rectangles are done. Next thing I have to do is prop them up. It almost feels humid out. It actually felt more humid this morning. There's a little breeze out here, so it's not as bad. But it's crazy. I was looking back every now and then. I'll just see what I was doing this time last year. And March 4th last year, it's crazy. The pearl whites were still in my parents' coop in the backyard, and we were working, my dad and I were working on building the very first mobile chicken coop. So that feels like it's been forever ago. Just, there's been so much work that's happened in 1 year. I feel like it's 5 years of work smashed down into one. It's crazy to think that was just last year. Got to move the chicken's net today. Man, that sun feels so nice. I did run to Menards earlier today and grab some more supplies for the chicken coop, because I didn't have any more hardware cloth and I didn't have too much chicken wire left, so that should get me through for at least that one other coop and then all the repairs for the existing coops. So something pretty cool just happened. My French cuckoo marins laid their first egg. It's a very tiny little brown egg. So that's super exciting. I knew they were due to start laying in March, but this was pretty early on. So I'm excited to see them starting to pick up, and yeah, love it. Howdy out. Today is March 4th. It is mostly sunny, partly cloudy, but it's in the 70s, 75 right now. It feels really nice out. Bees are super active, so I'm gonna go ahead and pop them open. Make sure they have enough sugar, because we're definitely not in the clear yet, and I don't want them to starve. This colony didn't have as much time to prepare for winter, but it looks like they're doing great, so I'm just gonna make sure they've got enough food in there to keep going. They're going through it pretty quickly. They're just about out. So I did make a couple bricks of sugar, but I probably should have made more, honestly. It's just two small little things here. I'm gonna go ahead and pop in. We have a lot going on in the grow room. So we have some eggplant, cauliflower, peppers, keystone peppers, big Jim peppers, a couple different varieties of tomatoes there. Here are all the onions I planted not too long ago. Nothing yet. I think it was just a couple days ago. Brussels sprouts I planted a few days ago. There's the other Brussels sprouts. We've got some more peppers, some sweet peppers. Broccoli's up here looking really nice. Then we've got the yellow Utahs, onions. I'm gonna replant the few that didn't grow on those. The onions are looking good. And then we have some peppers there. We've also got a bunch of things going on underneath as well. So I can't remember what this was. I think it was either kale, collard greens, something like that. And then we've got more on the windowsill here. And then even outside, you can't see it from here, but we have carrots. So there's a ton growing. Bit of coop work now. So far I've added these back latches, replacing the little metal spring latches that were just already popping out of the wood, not doing a good job. So I really like how the little pieces of wood just slide right up, super simple. Also the nesting boxes, I beefed those up, so this coop is good to go. I just can't get over how green everything is after that storm. It's beautiful. There is so much coming up on the farm right now. It's so great to see. We got some horseradish, a bunch of bulbs up front. Even the mums are coming back. So spring is just right around the corner. Howdy out. Today is March 6th. It's a little chilly out, but not bad. But look at this clover. It is just starting to pop up and look really nice. Chickens are excited to get out here on it. I finished chicken chores. I went upstairs to check on the plants, was up there for maybe 20 minutes, came back down, and Doodle Doo is dead. He was totally fine earlier, walking around. He's sitting here by the trailer, just dead. Literally, get off of him. There's literally, there's nothing that swooped down and got him, attacked him, anything. So that's really odd. I kind of felt his neck to see if he potentially choked on something. Don't feel anything. He was one of my older birds though. So he was actually my oldest rooster. It's just kind of weird. I noticed his feet looked a little rough today, more than usual, like a little darker red. I thought maybe it was kind of cold. It's only, it's I think 49, 50 right now, so it's not even that cold. I don't know. Maybe his old heart just gave out. But that was really sad. Well, we at least have French Fry here. He was Doodle's son, so he can carry on the Buff Orpington name. So, leading to that topic, it's not 100% confirmed yet, but it's about 90% confirmed at this point, that we have another elementary school class, actually 2 classes, that'll be hatching chicks this spring. It'll probably be sometime in April. So I'm looking forward to that. That's always exciting. I know it's so much fun for the kids just seeing that. They will never forget that. So more details on that later as it comes up. Howdy y'all. Today is March 7th. It's really weird. Now that Doodle Doo's gone, the rooster dynamic is really changing. So French Fry is the only one that's hanging out inside the net. The 2 speckled Sussex have really stepped up. They're following me around everywhere today. One of them, I'm gonna call it a fluke, semi went after me, but that's not gonna happen. Then the Americana, he just is kind of doing his thing like normal, so it's just a little different. So far today I got some organizing done on the shelves over there. You probably can't tell, but I've got my bee stuff, chicken stuff, larger things that I don't use too often, things I use a lot at the bottom. I haven't really done too much on the other side, but one side's kind of for tools, the other side's for animals, so organizing it that way. Currently, I am working on staining some boxes here for the farmer's market, just some display boxes, so shouldn't take too terribly long, just about done with that. This rooster finally got a name today. Actually, my dad came up with a name, and his name is Kellogg. He's a really cool rooster. So when I got in this hive a few days ago, they were out of food. Well, not out, but nearly out. So I whipped up 5 cups of sugar, 1 cup of water. It's probably a bit much water, but I'm gonna crack the top and refill that candy board a little bit. Howdy y'all, today is March 8th, getting a nice little rain right now. When I pulled up, I had a nice little surprise. My brother was here with a friend, so I put them on some chores. I'm gonna go ahead and work on moving this net and doing these 2 coops out here. This is a bad week for chickens, y'all. Houdini's not looking so hot at the moment, so I've got a little place upstairs in the barn made for her. I'm gonna soak her in some warm water. Maybe she's egg bound. I don't know what the deal is. She was fine yesterday, so hopefully she can pull through. She's a cool chicken, a lot of personality. I really like her, but who knows? So anyway, I'm gonna baby her as much as I can and then just let her try and rest and recuperate upstairs for a little while. I've got her set up in there. She's wrapped up in one of my flannels. I put the infrared heat on so she's nice and toasty, drying off, but I don't think she's gonna make it. I don't know what's wrong. I didn't really feel an egg or anything like she was egg bound, so she had a nice full crop, so she at least ate. She was acting fine yesterday. I didn't notice anything out of the ordinary, so I don't know. I feel sorry for her. She was a cool chicken. Slightly annoying, she'd always scratch out all the bedding as soon as I'd put it in there, but she was always very into things like that. She was a great forager, scrappy chicken. She'd get out of anything and, do her thing. So I hope she pulls through, but she doesn't look so good right now.